Then there was the man from Yale, who ran from the cloistered walls of the Ivy League into the pros without losing a stride. Unheralded but unstoppable, Calvin Hill became the most feared power-speed combination to hit the pros since Jimmy Brown. In a game of specialists, versatile Calvin Hill was a throwback to earlier eras because he ran, caught, and passed with equal ease. Whether the Cowboys needed 5 yards or 55 yards, it made little difference to Calvin Hill. "24 players were drafted ahead of Hill, but he was football's Rookie of the Year." It was 7 days to Sunday, a day when the Cowboys would know their renaissance was not yet complete.
Option pass. Triple threat rookie Calvin Hill disguised the play beautifully, then unlimbered a 53-yard toss to Rensel, who was all alone when the ball arrived. ...127-pound giant atom smasher named Calvin Hill. Hill, number 35, ground out 141 yards and 2 touchdowns against the stubborn Saints. Dallas turned Hill loose again, and the Cowboys were in their familiar position atop the Capital Division. Then he transformed a basic sweep into a 53-yard picture book touchdown. By reviewing Hill's run, we can see the special talents that make him the most exciting power speed runner to hit professional football since Jimmy Brown. To set up his passes, Morton probed the porous Eagle defense with the savage thrust of rookie Calvin Hill, who rushed for over 60 bruising yards. Morton's third touchdown threw a Saint defense that was stacked against him, and the Cowboy ground game looked awesome once again. Hill gained 150 yards rushing, scored 2 touchdowns, and showed Redskin rooters why experts call him the next Jim Brown. Hayes' 50-yard sprint set up Calvin Hill, who gouged out a tough 3-yard touchdown. Cowboys 24, Redskins 7. Calvin Hill's velvet smooth strides carried Dallas to its 34th point on an 8-yard power sweep. Cowboys' last score came on a power sweep by Hill as Dallas triumphed over Washington 20-10 and appear to have gained full momentum for this week's playoff with Cleveland.
Rarely would Hill summon the skills that made him 1969's Rookie of the Year.
From blocks by number 84, Pettis Norman, and number 72, Tony Liscio, and Calvin Hill's power running.
Calvin Hill's fourth quarter touchdown prevented a shutout as the Cardinals stopped Dallas 20-7. The Cowboys found out that the only way to stop St. Louis may be to break their heart. The Cowboys had their moments. but not many like this one late in the fourth period. For the most part, the high-stepping Calvin Hill was throttled.
It only took Dallas one play to score as Hill hurtled over the stacked Oiler defense, and the score ballooned to 45-10.
Calvin Hill, number 35, swept to his first touchdown of the infant season, and Buffalo looked like easy pickings to the confident Cowboys. Dallas' second score resulted from a reverse swing pass from Roger Staubach to Calvin Hill, number 35. Joe Namath, big setback, waltzed to an uncontested touchdown. But he has had lots of help. Number 35, Calvin Hill, is an all-purpose back who has it all. The hands, the speed, and the power. And the former Yale great scored twice against New York.
Running back Calvin Hill threw for one touchdown and hurdled his way to another as Dallas gained a hard-earned 17-13 victory. After 3 straight victories, Dallas won a trip to Philadelphia. Running snug behind a matchless offensive line, Hill parlayed the power sweep into 6 touchdowns in 1972.
Leading 13-3, Dallas rallied with 2 touchdowns, one on a Calvin Hill dive, and led 17-13 late in the last quarter. With time waning, very strange things.
Scored the first 2 Dallas touchdowns, the second coming on a zone-splitting pass by quarterback Craig Morton.
All-Pro guard John Nyland, number 76, Calvin Hill swept to an easy score.
Calvin Hill rounded out the rout of the Eagles with a picture-perfect sweep as Dallas triumphed over the hapless Eagles 28-7. Behind Blaine Nye's picture block on number 66 Myron Pontius, Hill turned the corner for an easy score. The Cowboys built a 14-0 lead when Craig Morton evaded the fierce Redskin rush and lobbed a touchdown to the wide-open Calvin Hill. Hill's touchdown is worth reviewing because on that play, he was covered by number 32 Jack Pardee. Seeing Morton rushed, Hill sped to an open area, and his persistence was rewarded by 6 points. The second touchdown resulted from letter-perfect execution of the sweep by the offensive line and set back Calvin Hill.
On one of the few successful running plays in this entire ball game, Calvin Hill circled left end for the touchdown that brought the Cowboys to within 7 points, 21-14.
With the middle vacated, guard Blaine Nye, number 61, blew out Dan Goish, and Hill burst in for 6 points. But New York hung tough.
Hill gave Dallas the lead.
Line blasted out touchdowns for a fleet of Dallas running backs.
Nothing did, as from the 8, Calvin Hill roared into the end zone for the touchdown. The Dallas Cowboys had scored 2 touchdowns in 9 minutes to tie the game, and the Cowboys partisans showed their appreciation. 57,847 were witnessing the return of the brand of excitement they were accustomed to. Dallas, a stumbling team that badly needed a lift, had gotten one with 2 consecutive series of offensive excellence. And as the not-so-automatic extra point,
2 Dallas touchdowns in the first half were the direct result of ground power. Calvin Hill first scored from the 5, then the 17-yard line, and racked up over 100 yards rushing in the first half alone.
The rolling thunder of doomsday, Dallas crashed into a 14-all tie on a smash by Calvin Hill.
Nothing. For the last 7 yards, Staubach turned to Calvin Hill, who had 153 yards on the day, and Calvin's second touchdown iced a hard-fought 20-14 Dallas victory.
Number 35 out of Yale University. And what a player he's been.